No place better for Friday afternoon baseball than Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a pitcher's duel all the way. And the key here is going to be how do you score runs if you get any. You get a runner on, you're going to have to be aggressive. You hit a ball in the gap, and he's on first base. Send him home. Take those chances because they're not going to be very often.
John Lester gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, last year this guy was one of the best pitchers in baseball. The ERA in the low twos. You know how good that is? And one thing I like about it, that tells me he's going to throw strikes when he needs to. He's going to get ahead of hitters, and he's going to have another solid game going deep in the game. So hopefully he can carry that into this game as well, and we'll get a chance to really see him work at his best. Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that.
Stepping into the box,
batting fourth,
Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Turner rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short out.
At the plate, Michael Taylor. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Michael Taylor.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jimenez has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Only one in the inning for the Nationals. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Nationals on top, 1-0. Striding in once again, Steve
Third
Cook.
baseman, Steve Cook.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count, and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
1-2, here it comes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Cook. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Curveball that time, not even close.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs lead this one 2-1. Ready for another shot now.
Up next for
Steve
Washington,
Cook.
third baseman, Steve Cook.
See it, drive it right here. Come on,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's down.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, here we go, big guy. Waiting for yours.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Come on, big guy. What time? Here you go.
Hit sharply on the ground.
Nice
and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch. He does a nice job. Got a pitch, drove it, and got the base hit to the outfield.
Hey, need you right now.
Standing in now, Michael Taylor pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Right guy, right place. Need to hear. Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Digging in once again, Manny Castro. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Big dog. Hey, come on, big guy. I need you right now.
Hey, drive him in, babe. Need it right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit the other way on the ground.
Guy. Nice rip.
And this is a base hit as they've come back to tie it here in the top of the ninth.
Way to
I
rip,
love
baby.
the
Nice
late
hit.
inning
Nice
at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit to tie this game.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Yeah, you see, he finishes with a 3-hit game, including a double. He can feel good about that, and we can feel good about giving him the Player of the Game award.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Number 59 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Mike Montgomery is on the mound for Game 2. Harold, any thoughts?
Matt, last year is one of the better pitchers in all of baseball. ERA under 3, and as a starting pitcher to have an ERA under 3, that tells you a lot about how good and durable he is. So I'm looking for him to have another big season, and maybe that starts with this game right here.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Into the box,
Batting third,
Steve
third
Cook.
baseman,
He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now a move over to first.
Hey.
And the runner back.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1.
Your pitch only, huh?
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, it's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of a series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Ready on 1 and 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jimenez has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Cook. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Come on, let it rip right here.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. throw in time at first for route number 2. Ready once again, Steve Cook.
Hey, see it.
And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Here you go
That's
now.
what
Come
you
on
get
now,
when
one
both
time.
starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Come on, big guy.
Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Jimenez. 1 down. Digging in to try it again. Steve
Third baseman,
Cook.
Steve Cook.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with base runner and get things happening.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Mike Montgomery earns his first win of the season. Number 21 is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Howie McBride hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to
Leading off
win.
for Washington, third baseman,
Stepping in, Steve Cook. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Matt, when you're playing good ball, you don't care who's on the mound. Oh, that's their ace. Bring it, ace. Come on, bring it to us. Because you're playing as good as you are right now. The confidence is flowing, and the trash talk is going.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great hit. Now at the plate, Jimenez. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
number 41.
No outs here.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, he makes the... He goes to first. He's out. Anthony Rendon will come in as the new third baseman now following the injury.
Now playing third base, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Number 59 gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Wade Davis earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score.
This young team is introduced to one of baseball's lowest feelings, ending a series with nothing to show in the win column.